This video was made possible by Game Time. What is the GOAT?
Or from championship number 6. Jordan. Open. Chicago with the lead.
Is this a GOAT or is this a GOAT?
He is not just the heir to greatness, he is greatness.
How about that?
Check.
Is it a numbers thing?
LeBron James, a shot at history. LeBron stands alone.
Or is it a winning thing? Does cultural impact mean anything?
Now Scott looks inside to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, takes it in there, he dribbles around Eaton, beautifully slam dunk.
Does popularizing and growing the game matter? And how do we account for the different eras?
James accelerates and put it down.
How do you compare a guy who played 1,000 games to another guy who played 2,000? Is it just the peak?
Jordan, look out, running. Oh my goodness.
Or do we need to give credit to longevity?
LeBron trained down the track. Look out! Blocking foul.
Your grandparents' GOAT might be Oscar. Your dad's GOAT might be Jordan.
Jordan so smooth, look at that. He looked like he accelerated once he got in the air.
Your GOAT might be LeBron.
Turn the corner inside. He made Yusuf Nurkic's screensaver.
Your uncle still swears no one could touch Wilt, but until we perfectly define what greatness is, you've probably picked the wrong GOAT. Before we continue, I'd like to share my technique for getting the best deals on games without breaking the bank. You can either try to finesse last-minute tickets or secure huge discounts by getting your tickets now, before the season kicks off. Right now, as we speak, you can snag tickets to see Wemby vs. Shea for $19 with an actual good view. Now is the best time to get these early bird specials before the season starts. And there are many other great tickets like this on Game Time, who are kindly sponsoring today's video. My favorite thing about Game Time is you get to see the view from your seat's perspective before buying, and you always get the best price. Because if you find tickets in the same section and row for less, they credit you 110% of the difference. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets for the upcoming season, or any concerts you want to attend for the rest of the summer with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code GOAT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. That's GOAT for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. The most rehashed, discussed-to-death topic in basketball. Who is the GOAT?
I think in order for to have the GOAT conversation, I think you have to have criteria. And for me, my criteria is you have to win 3 regular season MVPs and 2 finals MVPs. That's why Kareem, that's why Jordan, that's why Magic, that's why LeBron, Wilt. When we think of guys like that, that's why we put them in the GOAT conversation.
Names have been tossed into the GOAT debate. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who until 2023 was the leading scorer in NBA history with 38,387 points.
Ford sends it to Kareem. Skyhook up and good. Lakers win. Score it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Bill Russell, a casualty of box score calculations with a whopping 11 championships. Magic Johnson, who spearheaded one of the most memorable and iconic teams in basketball history while saving the NBA from the brink of financial ruin in the 80s.
The Laker ball and a shot to win it. Down by 1.
Magic down middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good!
Alongside his rival, Larry Bird, the epitome of a complete basketball player.
Cam Vincent to Bird, and it goes I've seen everything.
Shaquille O'Neal, whose combination of size, strength, and agility made him the most unstoppable force we had ever seen on a basketball court.
That's 3 timeouts left. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to shot.
Kobe Bryant, whose psychotic competitiveness was second to only one player, Michael Jordan.
Bryant goes to work. Bryant the drive. Oh! Kobe Bryant on a rack attack.
You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or
Still to be happy about.
you're up 2-0?
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
And whose 81 points are second to only one player, Wilt Chamberlain, Steph Curry, whose mastery of the three-point shot revolutionized modern basketball.
Gets the ball, puts up a 3-pointer. Bang! Steph Curry nails drills a three-pointer.
But none of them really have the case that the top two names on this list do. Because as we know, the modern basketball GOAT debate almost always comes down to MJ and LeBron.
I think finally, though, I will say this. At least to me, there are two guys that belong in the debate. It's LeBron and Michael Jordan.
But try to make the case without saying 6-0.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship, and it's their second three-peat.
LeBron has scored 8,182 more points, 5,376 more assists, 4,513 more rebounds, and he's made 1,829 more three-pointers.
LeBron, and got it! Banks it in!
And that's just the regular season. If we factor for the playoffs, the numbers get spooky. Jordan has recorded 5,987 points.
Here's Jordan. He blows by Pearson. Jammed it down.
1,152 rebounds. 1,022 assists. LeBron clears him in every category. 275 blocks to Jordan's 158.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection.
483 steals to Jordan's 376. 287 playoff games to Jordan's 179.
A Smith screen. Posey will defend. Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life. Whoa!
Kawhi Leonard is one of the 50 greatest to ever do it. He has 13,937 points, 2,120 assists, 4,443 rebounds. To put it differently, the gap between Michael Jordan and LeBron James in terms of career totals is bigger than Kawhi Leonard's entire career to date. That's not inconsequential. Nearly every number favors LeBron.
Going to work, fires leaning.
But let's talk about the ones that don't. 6-0 against 4-6. The finals record is one that comes up a lot. Some say Jordan didn't play the Warriors dynasty.
Curry on the go route. Back to Durant. What a play!
Jordan defenders say he was the dynasty.
Jordan past Petrovic. Oh, yes!
Jordan posted a higher box plus minus through his career at 9.2 to LeBron's 8.7, as well as more win shares per game, and edges LeBron in terms of player efficiency rating. And since LeBron is very far removed from his prime, we can expect the efficiency and rate stats argument to only widen in LeBron's final 2 seasons.
James off the steal. James with the stuff.
In a sense, Jordan refined the GOAT standard. When we crown Jordan the greatest of all time, he hadn't passed Bill Russell in rings. He hadn't caught Kareem in total points.
Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move.
He was given the GOAT tag because of how far above his peers he stood.
To Jordan. Michael underneath for the dunk. Whoa! Michael Jordan power jam in Barkley's face.
Michael Jordan was unquestionably the best basketball player on the planet from 1988 through 1998. No one touched him, no one caught him, no one with any basketball sense could debate it. But let's open that can of worms. Did LeBron do his damage in a deeper, more talented league?
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala to the rim. Oh, great block! James out of nowhere, skies to the rim.
During LeBron's prime, we've seen Giannis,
Giannis trailing the lob.
Kawhi,
Leonard gets the steal, 3-on-1. Kawhi slams it down.
Kobe,
And he does. What a reverse by Kobe Bryant.
Jokic,
Jokic has to put it up. Falling away, puts it up. Bang! Nikola Jokic.
Steph Curry,
Paul gathers it in. Clock at 3. Curry 3.
and Kevin Durant be consensus top dog.
Here is Durant moving on Tucker. He turns, he shoots. Yes! With 1 second remaining.
Even if Kawhi's reign was short-lived, and people will argue Giannis and Durant never clipped LeBron, the point is simple. LeBron's contemporaries are much closer to his level than Jordan's contemporaries are to his. Make no mention of the fact that so many of LeBron's contemporaries have won championships and formed dynasties of their own during his prime.
What are they gonna say now?
From Steph, Clay, and Draymond in Golden State to the tail end of the Spurs dynasty to Kobe's Lakers winning back-to-back, a little Celtics Big Three action. And then there was this moment, the decision.
LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, this is very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
The narrative on LeBron swung when he joined the Heat. He went from hometown hero and franchise savior to NBA villain in 1 minute. Not 1, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. It was 2 for 4. And in both finals losses, LeBron was disappointing. These clips of LeBron and Wade mocking a sick Dirk Nowitzki.
Oh, did y'all hear me cough? Think I'm sick.
Only to lose to an aging Mavericks team that was nothing close to a finals juggernaut have stayed in people's minds.
The Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions. The first title in franchise history.
What kind of a GOAT in his prime averages 17.8 points per game in 44 minutes in the finals?
And here's James, gonna foul Marion.
He did much better in 2013 against the Spurs.
James pulls up, puts it in, 4-point lead.
But we watched a young and upcoming star, Kawhi Leonard, hold an in-his-prime LeBron to below 45% from the field in 5 out of 6 games en route to winning a Finals MVP.
James looking for a whistle, instead a turnover or a missed shot, and San Antonio gets it back.
Greatness is defined in moments. Greatness is about leaving no doubt, and LeBron left plenty of doubt. Doubts about his clutch gene or lack thereof, and doubts about his willingness to compete.
Offensive foul, great defense from the 38-year-old.
Should it be factored that LeBron's greatness off the court offsets any of the pushback he's received for finals failures and the decision? LeBron has navigated one of the most difficult media environments in human history and done so without even a smudge on his resume.
LeBron, have you chosen to accept at this point that no matter if you win one title or a bunch more after last year, criticism is always going to be there and it's always going to be really intense when it comes to you?
Yeah.
He kept his nose clean, showed up in perfect shape every season, and did so with every camera on earth preying on one slip-up to cue his downfall. He never caved.
What do you want me to say? You only ask questions when we lose. It's a weird thing with you, Kenny. You always come around when we lose, I swear.
Would Michael Jordan's numerous scandals have been a much bigger deal in the current age of social media?
Do you have a gambling problem?
No, I enjoy it. It's a hobby. If I had a problem, I'd be starving. I'd be hawking this watch. My championship rings. I do not have a problem. I enjoy gambling.
Would his suffocating defensive prowess and athleticism be as potent or dominant in a bigger, longer, stronger, and more athletic league that plays with more space?
Smith. Oh my! Blocked by Wemby. Blocked again by Wemby. Get it out of here!
LeBron has dominated through different eras, and one could argue he never even got the chance to play in the era that best suited his strengths, the 90s.
Rising crosscourt, Jeff's got it right up into the alley.
Maybe the case for Jordan over LeBron simply comes down to a popularity contest. Jordan was a psychotic winner who burned out his teammates, stomped opponents, and smiled for the cameras.
Zellers has Jordan. Jordan with 2 seconds to go, puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael Jordan has won it for Chicago.
He was a virtually perfect basketball player with a perfect finals record. It's clean.
Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
LeBron's case is a little messier.
LeBron James congratulating some of the Warriors and will get a standing ovation.
People have been debating LeBron's case for being the GOAT since he was 17 years old, playing for St. Vincent St. Mary.
1, a 2, a 3, or is he just a whatever he wants to be? He's just a player, man. Yeah. He can play anywhere on the floor.
No one held his first run to the finals against him.
1 in offensive rebounds. Bad pass, James able to get it, put it in.
Getting swept by the Spurs wasn't an issue, but between the decision to go to Miami and his final game with the Heat on June 6, 2013, LeBron took an almost irreparable blow to his GOAT case. The irony is, if you take out those 2 championships in Miami,
NBA Finals most valuable player is, for the 2nd straight finals, LeBron James.
and the controversial Disney championship for Los Angeles, we're left with only one championship, and it very well may have been one of the best championships ever. The 2016 finals against the 73-win Warriors, the comeback from 3-1 to win 3 straight.
It's over! It's over! Cleveland is a city of champions once again! The Cavaliers are NBA champions!
LeBron supporters would say that Jordan could never beat a 73-win team from down 3-1. Jordan supporters would say Jordan was the 72-win team, and he would never allow himself to get down 3-1.
The inbounds a cart right to Jordan. Time winding down. Michael for 3. Yeah! 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 Yes! Yes! Yes!
And we start back at the beginning. If you're arguing LeBron over Jordan because of longevity, then you'll have to give Kareem some love in his debate. If you're arguing Jordan over LeBron on championships, then you'd have to consider Bill Russell in that equation.
Bring a team from 4th place during the regular season to the world's title, the 11th title in 13 years. You've got the respect of everybody in the country.
If you're going to argue social impact for LeBron, then you'll have to argue that for Kareem.
I'm definitely a product of the activism that I saw other athletes involved in.
And if you're going to argue straight scoring, well then the Big Dipper would like to have a word with you. What is greatness? It is a deviation from average. It doesn't matter what Bill Russell could or would do today. It matters how far above his peers he stood in the 60s. It doesn't matter if Jordan would score 30, 40, or 50 a game today. It matters how many more points he scored than his competition in the 80s and 90s.
Never seen this before from him.
Well, you see, it was an excellent save. Now, when he gets it back, you'll see him elevate, do a 360, and just toss it up.
If we can agree that greatness is defined as how far above the average you stand, and the greatest player of all time is in fact the player who stood higher above his competition than anyone else, then the answer is simple. The answer is Michael Jordan.
32! Here's Jordan for 3! Yes!
But will it change? Will someone come along in the next 10 years and stand further above the competition than Jordan stood over the likes of Ewing, Olajuwon, and Drexler? Or is he already here?
He's ahead of the pack. He just puts it over Derek White's head.
If you enjoyed this video and would like to support my work, please try out Game Time, the sponsor of this video, through the link in the description. Anyways, wherever you are in the world, be the GOAT of that moment. Stay GOATed.